Hey everybody, this is Natalie from Light of Ascension Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's date is February 23rd, 2021, and this is a timeless message for whenever you get it. Today we're going to do a tarot mediumship message, which means that I'm going to attempt to reach to one of your passed over, recently deceased, or long deceased loved one. And I'm going to go ahead and channel their energy in here. And we are going to do a tarot reading, and we are going to find out who this person was, who is coming through based on their traits, their looks, their habits, and then we're going to get messages to you regarding this person. Okay, so I'm already, as I was setting up the piles, I already was getting information about who this person might be. For some of you, I was seeing a younger gentleman, and I was definitely resonating with the name Matt. Okay, so I don't know if one of you has a brother, a cousin, a friend, a boyfriend, an ex-boyfriend with this name, but I am getting the energy of a Matt and or an M name, and a person with dark wavy hair with a nice smile, brown eyes, and this energy was coming to me right out of the gate here. So we're gonna go ahead and see what else will come through today as we do these mediumship readings. Keep in mind that this Light of Ascension channel is my channel for tarot spiritual readings. If you would like to join me on my other channel, Power Moon Tarot by Natalie H, you can find a link in the description box for that. I do romance reading, love readings, and 18+ readings. If you on that channel, if you want to follow me there, go ahead and do that. And we're going to go ahead and settle into the energy. I feel very relaxed. I'm ready to read for you guys. And if you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, details are in my description box with how to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the piles. For pile number one, if you're drawn to pile number one, you are going to choose this Apache tear stone. I love this Apache tear stone. Really is calming and reassuring. Okay, so you'll choose pile number one for the Apache tear stone. For pile number two, you'll choose this cluster of raw amethyst, this bright and shining beautiful cluster here if you are drawn to pile number two. And if you want to enjoy pile number three, you will choose this piece of raw Labradorite. It's got rock on the back, and you can see that the Labradorite crystal there is shining bright on the top. Okay, so we have pile one, pile two, and pile three. So you can go to the description box and choose your pile. And if your pile isn't resonating, feel free to choose another pile. So let's go ahead and get into it. We will put aside the other piles for now. Okay. I'm already feeling kind of dizzy, kind of lightheaded, right? Ask that spirit grounds us, right? Asking that spirit grounds us. Thank you, spirit. And let's go ahead and get into it. Pile number one, welcome to your reading. You chose the Apache tier. Today's date is February 23rd, 2021. This is a timeless reading called Tarot Mediumship Messages. We're going to see if we can tap into someone's energy for you, pile number one, that is on the other side, that has crossed over, that died or passed away long ago or more recently. And this could be somebody, one of your ancestors, someone in your family line, a family friend, someone that you know by association. But we will keep the door open here and see who comes through, okay? Spirits, angels, and guides, please help connect me with pile number one's loved one and the energy of pile number one. Please help me receive and open up my abilities at this point, please, and thank you, spirit. Okay, so let's get into it. Pile number one, we are going to see who is with pile number one right now. I am getting the color green, or a green ribbon, or a green dress. Okay, that I am just getting that like right out of the gate here, pile number one. So let's see what we have here. Oh, we have the Sage of Crystals. We've got that earth sign energy. Okay, so this is somebody who was a very wise person in your life, pile number one. I'm getting the initial N and M, N and M here, and this is someone who was very wise and had a lot to offer others, okay? And I think it was very challenging when this person passed on, because I feel like this person was a rock in your family or in your friend group or in your surroundings. I am really feeling a family connection here. I'm feeling like a family tree in the family lineage here. And I feel like this person really, really held it down for a lot of people in the family, and may have provided financially as well for people in the family, or had money, was a matriarch or a patriarch of the family. But this is somebody who really, really is missed, and I feel like this is just an acknowledgement of their life on the earth plane. I feel like pile number one right now. I'm getting the name Meredith too. So if you know a Meredith, or you are a Meredith, or this person names, I got the M name as well here too. So yeah, let's go ahead and see. Somebody here could have been in the gem business, or in the business of jewelry, gems, etc. is also what I feel here too, or really liked gems or jewelry. Oh wow, we have the Sage and the Master. Okay, so for some of you, you guys have two people coming through actually. And you know, and for those of you that, because this is the Apache tier, for some of you that are Indigenous or Native American, or come from a line of Indigenous peoples, I definitely feel like there is someone from your family. There is a male and a female figure coming in here. I feel like this was a couple. I feel like for some of you, this could be grandparents that are coming through here, like somebody who was the emotional rock, and somebody who went out and, you know, had their own business, or had a lot of wisdom to share with others, or was very self-directed about their goals and what they wanted to do. And I feel like this other person watches you, pile number one, and watches what's happening in your life. And I feel like they're a bit more of a silent bystander in a way than compared to this energy over here. But I feel like there's a couple coming through here, like a set of grandparents, or an aunt and an uncle, or something like that coming here for you, pile number one. One could have been a fire sign, and one was more reserved, an Aquarius or an earth sign is what I'm feeling, okay? And they're coming through together as a couple. I feel like to say that they're together in spirit, all right? And that they are watching very curiously and very interested to know what's going on with you in this lifetime. I'm getting the initial L here too. And this couple, they're watching you, pile number one, to see what you're going to do with this lifetime, okay? And there's still a lot of guidance and overseeing I'm feeling coming, yeah, from this couple, okay? Especially this Master of Flames, whoever the fire sign was, or the masculine energy was in this connection. They're coming through and they're saying, I am so much better now. Look at the sun rising behind their shoulders. I feel like this person is they're so well adjusted. If they weren't very well adjusted in this lifetime, or their mind kind of went at the end, or they were suffering from depression, or, you know, things like that, I feel like this person is saying, I am so much better now, okay? Like with this rainbow here, with this healing energy, they're doing so much better. We have been together in our dreams. Oh my God, wow. I feel like these two are also referring to themselves, right? Like we are still together on the other side. We were together when we were on the earth plane, and we're still together now, okay? And for some of you, this could be like a father type figure watching over you, and acknowledging how well you've been holding everything down and holding everything together. since their passing, and they're letting you know we have been together in our dreams, okay? A field of dreams, pile number 1. I was met by so many loving people. Yeah, because we have 2 court cards here. So, and look at this, look at this, look at this. I feel like it's a husband and a wife. Look at them reuniting after they joined one another, okay? There was no more pain. There was no more anger. There was no more suffering. And their dream came true. They are now together in spirit, pile number 1. So I feel like it's important that I tell you that. Oh yeah, here we go. Look at the green. I mentioned the green dress or the green ribbon or the color green, and here it is. Here's the heart chakra coming right out under this sage of crystals. I feel like whoever the feminine is here was really kind of the heart and soul of the family or of your friends or just of the group that you were around. Like this person really emotionally held it down in ways that, you know, you might not even fathom right now, pile number 1. But this person, I feel like they're telling you that they've always loved you and that they know you're the same as them, that you hold things down emotionally and you give to others and you give powerfully, pile number 1. Creative writing. All right, so this masculine energy really wants you to be creative. The feminine energy wants you to love and heal your heart and choose love. The masculine energy here is wanting you to go for it. Go for your creative gifts. Go for it. Keep pushing, keep going, keep trying new things, keep reaching for what you want. And some of you have very important projects here that are going to really pick up, I feel like, is what they want to tell you. And this energy is watching you very carefully, pile number 1, to see what you do in this lifetime. I'm seeing the initials L and Y, okay? Oh, and here it is. Here's the eagle. All right. So watching you, looking down on you, making sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. I feel like the fire sign energy is watching you, making sure you're doing what you're doing, making sure that your creative projects are going off without a hitch. I also feel like the male energy here could speak to you through birds, pile number 1. And yeah. And, you know, if you thought that this person you know, died alone or died, you know, in a really tough position, I feel like, pile number 1, or that they were not good before they died. Some of them could have been angry. Some of them could have been upset with life or angry, and they want to reassure you that they're fine now. They were met by so many loving people, okay? They were met by so many loving people. Signs from spirit with love. Okay, like I said, the birds, seeing the bird, all right? And that's coming out from the feminine energy over here, and she's going to be sending you signs. I feel like the masculine energy died earlier, and then the feminine energy died after the masculine, and she's saying, I'm going to be sending you signs, all right? I'm going to be sending you signs from now until we get to be together again, is what I feel like she's saying. Our ancient future. So you are creating the future from your ancient past, pile number 1. And this fire sign, older male that passed, they are really looking at you in awe of what you're doing. They're like, holy cow, look at pile number 1. Look at everything that they can do with the gifts that they have. And they are just watching you with great interest, pile number 1, to see what you're going to do in this lifetime. Okay, we have card number 11, or detach. So, you know, there could have been this instance where these two could have been upset with each other before one of them died, or you could have felt like you didn't have a great relationship with this person, or you didn't talk to them as much as you would have wanted to, or you could have been afraid that this person died alone, or that they were very upset and detached from others when they died. And they're saying here, I was met by so many loving people, and I am so much better now, all right? So especially mentally, if this person's mind kind of started to detach from reality when in the past they had a very sharp mind, Pile number one, I feel like they want to assure you that, you know, you are the future, that you are their living genetic future here, and that they are good. They are good now, okay? We this fire sign masculine energy is so, I feel like the feminine over here is a little more gentle and is like just love, and I'll show you the signs and I'll show you that I'm here, and they're like a rock. They are like a rock. It's this masculine energy that's like looking at you, awaiting results. Okay, they're looking at you and you're like, I'm doing as much as I can here, you know, and they're kind of looking at you like, we expect to see a lot of growth. We expect to see a lot of changes and a lot of growth. And they got expectations for you, pile number one, which is so funny to me. Like they really do. They're really looking at you like with great interest to see what it is that you're going to do. And here we have strength. Strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength and on a continual basis. You're never really alone, as we are always with you. Okay, so sometimes you guys may feel like you're lone wolves, or that you're just on your own, and that you've had to detach from a lot in your life to keep moving forward, and you've had to be strong on your own. And they're telling you here that strength is coming from many sources, and you're never really alone, because we're always with you. We're always watching and waiting with great interest, pile number one, as to what you're gonna do. I feel like that's what these two, I actually feel like they're two family members, honestly. I feel like this is what these two family members are saying to you, pile number one, okay? And they're watching with great interest to see what it is that you actually do here. Let's go ahead and see. Who was this person's spirit in their day-to-day life? Who was this person's spirit in their day-to-day life? Okay, so both of these people, both of them were starters. They like to get things moving. They like to get things going. They like to capitalize on opportunities, especially that fire sign energy. They had like a never say die kind of attitude, and they always kept pushing. Okay. Yeah. And then we have that balanced out with the emotional maturity, right? And I feel like this is speaking to the feminine energy of peace and love and contentment and really emotionally balanced, right? And I feel like this person is saying, I'm getting a second chance on the other side. I'm getting a second chance to heal myself mentally and emotionally, and I'm seeing more than I ever saw before. And some of them are wishing that they would have seen this when they were on planet Earth too. They're like, I feel like God has given me a second chance, or my creator has given me a second chance to really see the emotional energy that I was carrying with me, okay? And some of them are very grateful for that, is what I get here. Yeah, they want you to know that they're cool, that they're having fun, that they're enjoying themselves. They were met by so many loving people, and they are not lonely. They're not scared. They're not alone, okay? And they want you, pile number one, to be happy and to move forward in the same way. And if any of you have thought of dyeing your hair like platinum blonde or platinum silver, they're also acknowledging this as well too. Or if somebody here had platinum hair or silver hair, or if you'd like to change your hair color, I feel like this person watches what you do, and they watch with great amusement, pile number one, because you're very creative, different, and interesting, okay? We have Knight of Swords here. So they're just, I think that this person, and when they were alive, they like to have fun. They sometimes, they weren't afraid to say what they thought. And sometimes the things that they said could be a little bit cutting, but they love to have fun with their friends and be around the people that they care about, right? And I feel like both of these souls in their earth lifetime were becoming more emotionally mature and understanding about what it is to have second chances, okay? I feel like that's kind of what their energy, and I do feel like together, these two always I feel like these two always were soulmates together, and they were a very celebrated couple, and I feel like they're still a celebrated couple, even on the other side, okay? Now let's go ahead and see, what messages do these two have for my pile number ones? What messages do they have for my pile number ones here? I'm hearing for some of you too, I'm hearing great aunt Jeannie, okay? So I don't know if you guys have a great aunt that you heard stories about, or that, you know, somebody like a great aunt or a great uncle or a great aunt. I'm just getting that information right now. So they want you to make the changes necessary that you need to make in your life to do what it is that you came here to do, pile number one. And yeah, look at that, 2 aces, all right? And I feel like they have very high expectations of you, because you are at a very advanced soul, pile number one, and you're a liberator and an awakener, okay? And they know, they can see now everything that you've been through. If they didn't really know this during their lifetime, they are now seeing all the care, help, and support that you've provided to others, pile number one, and they're singing your praises now, okay? And they also, you know, I feel like this person wishes that they would have told you more. They would have filled your cup more. They would have told you more that they love you. They would have been more active in your life. I feel like they're coming through with a message of love for you guys, and the fact that they know that you guys have been through a lot of changes and hardships, even romantically. And they want you. I feel like these two were soulmates, and they are seeing a new beginning in love for you, pile number one, is what they're seeing. And they're just waiting. They know it's gonna come up here with this awaiting results. It's coming. Yeah, and they're seeing how challenging this has been for you. With the devil, they're seeing how you have really had to overcome with the strength card here, how you've had to overcome, pile number one, and how you've had to sort of break yourself free, all right? And you haven't been able, you know, and I think they're realizing that while they were having fun, or they were just kind of off doing their own thing, you were really going through it, okay? And they're also acknowledging that some habits or some things that have come up for you, pile number one, may have been slowing your progress at times too. But with the strength card here, I feel like you're gonna easily come out of that, okay, pile number one? And they're just acknowledging what you've been through here, like with Saturn and Pluto. And some of you, okay, I feel like, I feel like some of you guys, we just had the Saturn-Pluto conjunction in 2020. And we're still kind of in that energy, but we're going to be in 2021. We're going to be gradually shifting out of it. Some of you are going to find the love of your life during this time, okay? And they're saying, you know, you found love in a hard place. What's that Rihanna song? We fell in love in a hopeless place, right? Wow. I feel like they are saying that about their journey together. And now they are saying that to you, I feel like, pile number one, that we found love in a hopeless place, and you will too. You will too, pile number one, is what I feel like what they're saying. Stuck between Saturn and Pluto, we found love in a hopeless place. And there's that strength pulling you through, pile number one. So let's go ahead and see what else is their other message to you here. Oh yeah, look at that. You shall overcome. You shall overcome, all right? They're waiting for you. There are also like, there's so much uncovering that you can do in your life, pile number one. You have so many beautiful creative gifts. You have such a dynamic spirit that you don't always show all the time, but it is there. And they are raising their glass to you. I feel like this is a person that these are someone in this connection, one or the other two. I said there were two that were coming through here. One of them likes to have a good time and party sometimes, I think, and maybe the other one was a little bit more serious. All right, but But I feel like, you know, they're telling you don't give anymore to situations that are hopeless, because you have so much love to give. And look at this king and queen. All right. So they're like, our energies are matches to each other. We are soulmates. Okay. Whether they're your grandparents, parents, aunties, uncles, whoever is coming through here, they're like, we are soulmates. And I'm sorry I didn't see that sooner, you know, and I'm sorry if you felt left out at any time as well, is what I feel like I need to say here. And they are just acknowledging that and saying, you are really carrying forward the ancestral line here. So it's super important that you don't pour your energy into situations. They don't want to see you waste your gifts or talents, and I don't think that could even happen, right? It could just slow you down here, pile number one, but they don't want to see you throwing things into an empty well, your emotions, your feelings, etc. And they want you to, you know, stop giving to situations that ultimately hold you back, okay? And they're doing their best as well here to liberate that from you. And some of them are saying you gave as much as you could to a situation that was very bad. You did the best that you could. It was time for you to move on and change and grow and evolve and start a life of your own. And we're waiting and watching and seeing what it is that you're gonna do, okay? And they want you to know that you can't fail, all right? As long as you keep trying, you're not failing, okay, pile number one? So those are the messages that I'm getting. I hope that you enjoyed your reading, my beautiful pile number ones. And we are going to go ahead and move on to pile number two. Thank you, pile number one. Let me know if any of those messages resonated with you. Please leave me a comment, because they do help a lot. And I do look at all your beautiful comments. Okay, let's clear the energy. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose the Amethyst cluster, and our reading today is called Tarot Mediumship Messages. Today is February 23rd, 2021, but this is a timeless reading. We are going to find out who, what relative, friend of a friend, sibling, cousin, brother, auntie, uncle, who is trying to contact my pile number twos from the other side, who is coming through, what were their traits when they were alive, and then what messages do they have for you, pile number two, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Who is coming through here? Oh, let's just do this right now. Spirits, angels, and guides, please help connect me to the energy of pile number two and their loved one coming through from the other side. And let me open up to the energy, please, and thank you. Okay. All right, I'm getting a taller, older gentleman, somebody who smoked, somebody with brown, like golden brown hair, that like looks like they've been in the sun a lot. Like that they have tan skin, but it's from being in the sun a lot. And I do think that this person could have smoked. And I do think at times in their life, they could have had longer hair. And I do feel like this person is taller. Okay. So I am seeing somebody come through already here, pile number two, but let's go ahead and see who is coming through here for my beautiful pile number twos. Okay. I'm getting the name Jed. Jed, all right, J-E-D. Maybe you know a Jed, or that was somebody's nickname, or you just know that name in general. For some reason, it's come up recently, but I am getting that name. Higher self, so the high priestess, okay? Well, I was thinking of someone really tall. Tall and slender, higher self, right? So let's see what else. Seven of crystals, okay. So I feel like this is somebody who, you know, did what they had to do to get by in this lifetime. But when they were alive, I think they did what they had to do for their family as far as providing. But I feel like their heart really wasn't into what they were doing, all right? Whatever it was they were doing as a job, before they passed, I feel like this person could have had a hobby or had an interest that was much more fascinating to them that they would have rather done, all right? And I feel like this person could have, like, they did it for money, or they became bored doing it, or they felt that this is what they needed to do. And but I feel like this person really wanted to do something very different and unique, but they kept quiet about it. They didn't really let people know. I feel like this person they might have been like the strong silent type as well. Not really, you know, just saying like, hey, you got to make a living, right? And that they were kind of a strong silent type. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this reading, I mentioned the name Matt. I'm getting the name Matt again. So somebody here could have a brother, a cousin, boyfriend, girl, you know, probably not a girlfriend named Matt, but you know what I'm saying, pile number 2. I'm just getting that name. And so I feel like this person, you know, they always wanted to do something different. And I think they were always curious about something else when they were alive, okay? And yet they could see everybody else was kind of doing the same thing or going for the same goals. But I feel like this person had other interests. Let's see what else. Yeah, now they're getting to do what they want to do. It says, I am learning over here. Also, if this person was like very skeptical or not really into, you know, this kind of thing like tarot readings, etc., or into the metaphysical, I feel like this person is really getting into it on the other side. They are learning so much about the occult, about metaphysics. And I feel like you guys would kind of laugh at that suggestion. You'd be like, what the heck? Like, and I feel like this person is learning that, you know, there is book knowledge and things that we can pick up and all of that, but sometimes it's just flowing with experience too. I feel like this person is really learning a lot in the spiritual world. And if they didn't believe like in a higher power, or they didn't believe in life after death, this person is really starting to understand, pile number 2. They are really understanding what this means. They're saying, we will be together again. I feel like this is them also admitting that there's an afterlife and that you guys will be together again. And some of you are like, ha ha ha, I told you there was an afterlife. And this person's like, damn, you're right. There really is. Okay. I have a new understanding. Yeah, they have a new understanding. If there was something that they were frustrated with when they were alive, like, you know, they didn't get to go as far as they wanted to, they didn't get to meet their goals, or they were doing things that they really didn't want to be doing when they were interested in other things, but they just did it because everybody else was kind of doing it. This person is now, they are becoming really, really spiritual in their, on the other side, pile number 2. And they're like, I even have crystals on the other side. This person has crystals and they meditate with them on the other side, okay, as a soul. And in their life, they might not have really done stuff like that, okay? Or they might have gotten into that right before they died, but the majority of their life, they didn't really spend doing that. I'm getting the name Betty too, Betty, Betty, or a B name. Someone you knew, someone in your family, just a way to certify the reading for you. We have children, okay? So for some of you, this person, you know, you could be a child of theirs and they're still watching over you now. This person could have lost a child as well when they were alive. And, you know, and I think if they did, I feel like this loss haunted them throughout their life, and it's kind of what caused them to be stuck, okay? And they could have experienced some loss or around children in their lifetime, or maybe they wanted to have children and they couldn't, but I do feel like there is some type of loss for them there during their lifetime, and they're like, I am gaining a new understanding of what this was all about. And for some of you, this was a parent, okay? And they just want you to know, like, you're still their baby, okay? That's so sweet. You're still their baby, pile number 2. Oh my gosh, wealth and abundance. Yeah, I feel like this person was very focused on wealth and abundance during their lifetime. And they might not have spent as much time with their children as they would have wanted to, okay? And they might have wanted to be with their children more. They may have wanted to rest more, to have more free time, to be free to kind of be off on their own and have good alone time. And I feel like that this person, you know, sometimes they might have been a little bit shut down emotionally or just regretting certain things that they did, because then they, you know, if you get a certain level of wealth or success, it's like then you feel tied to it, right? So I think this person is expressing that. We have the hyena. Okay, oh boy, right? So I feel like when this person was alive, they could have been very shrewd in business. They could have been really concerned about money and getting theirs and comparing themselves to other people, the haves and the have-nots, all right? I feel like this could have been a very tender spot for them. Pile number 2, we have review and reflection, time out needed. Yeah, so they are getting the time out and the alone time that they need now. Some of them are having to reflect on the relationship that they had with their children, okay? And they're really needing to, I feel like some of them I feel like your loved one has really had to, even on the other side, they've had to separate a little bit from the rest of the activity on the other side, and they've needed to go off and do some soul searching. Some of them because of the way that they feel about what happened with them and their children is what I feel like, honestly, here. We have sacral chakra, core of creation, all right? So it has to do, wealth and abundance is directly tied to our creativity. And if we're just doing things a certain way because everybody else is, or because we think that's what's gonna make us successful, right? It really bypasses our creativity, and it doesn't really allow us to, you know, it doesn't really allow us to prosper in a truly abundant way. And I think your person is really understanding this now, pile number 2. And some of the darker energies, like some of the more like underhanded or like cutting energies, if this person had those types of energies, they are gaining a new understanding of that. Or if they had energies like that around them in the earth plane, they're starting to understand why these types of energies showed up in their life, okay? We have 3 of Pentacles, reach out. So they are trying to reach out to you. I feel like some of you guys are like, okay, well, that's cool, but, you know, I wish they would have done more of that when they were alive. And I do feel like this person has some regrets, unfortunately, pile number 2, about, you know, I think some of them were working really hard or working a lot, and they may have not always been tapping into their creativity or what they truly wanted with the sacral chakra, okay? And just going for things because it was like, it looked good or there was money involved, okay? And this person is, I do feel like they're having regrets. Yeah, we have the sacral chakra twice. So they could have had some type of creative hobby or outlet or thing that they wish they would have worked on when they were in the earth plane, okay? And I think they don't want to see you do the same thing either, pile number 2. Like, they want you to make sure that you're following your path here. Dream talk, your subconscious and subtle mind speaks through your dreams. It's just one of the many ways in which your soul and those here in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbols, messages, and more, okay? So while you're sleeping, while you're dreaming, I feel like this person is talking to you, pile number 2. If you were a child of this person or you have children of your own, they are talking with you, and they are really, they're really trying to help heal you, I feel like, pile number 2, while you sleep. If there was any issues that lingered before this person passed, I feel like they are trying to clear those issues with you in dream time, pile number 2, okay? So let's go ahead and see. What was pile number 2's person, Spirit? What was pile number 2's person like? What were they like? What were they like? Judgment, okay? So they could be pretty strict or cross or you know, harsh at times, and they may have woken you up in the morning, like, get the hell out of bed, or it's time to get up, or stop sleeping, stop laying around, it's time to get up, it's time to get moving. All right. I feel like this person, you guys maybe could have had a bit of a contentious relationship at times if you were their child, pile number 2. You know, they could have been like, hurry up and get out of bed, hurry up and get this done, it's time to wake up. They didn't like slacking. I feel like this person didn't really like slacking. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else were they like here, Spirit. Yeah, we have 9 of Wands. I feel like they believed that everything kind of had to be really hard, okay? That life was hard and that things were hard, and, you know, that they constantly have to be on the lookout and aware of what's going on because somebody could try to get one over on them, right? Like, that's the hyena energy here. You know, and I feel like they felt like, you know, life was like a struggle to survive, or that you had to, sometimes you had to also be, or sometimes they also had to be, you know, a little bit, I'm not going to say shady, but a little bit, you know, secretive, or not really sharing what was going on in order to, and I feel like they kind of justified that a little bit with, you know, well, I have to be strong, I'm the protector, I need to make sure, you know, that nothing happens here, okay? So I feel like that's kind of what they were like. What else here? Yeah, we have King of Pentacles. Look at this grump. Look at this grump, all right? Somebody who was pretty grumpy. Somebody with money who was grumpy, okay? We could have Taurus and Scorpio, Sagittarius energy here. This person could have had Sagittarius in their chart, like they wanted to go and travel and do things, but they were really busy taking care of their family or the homestead or providing a good life for people. But I feel like this person could be grumpy a lot, and they could be on the defensive a lot, and they could be kind of strict at times, I feel like, pile number 2. And I feel like with this 4 of Wands, they're saying like, I'm much more easygoing now, and I'm much more relaxed than I used to be. I still drive hard like I used to, but I do it more for the fun of it rather than I have to, okay? And they're telling you, they're recognizing this is kind of how they were, and they feel like they were doing it for stability, for the family, to have a nice place to live, to have opportunities, right? I feel like so that you guys could start your life out on the right foot, pile number 2. I feel like, you know, that's kind of what they're saying here. But I think they're also just recognizing like they should have enjoyed their life more. They should have enjoyed their life more, okay? As far as their message to you goes, they're saying, don't let anyone intimidate you, okay? With the Strength card here, this person may have been, you know, intimidating when you were younger, or, you know, like it's kind of like the dad that comes home that's had a long day, that's really kind of, you know, crass or really annoyed, right? And this person is, you know, this person that's passed over is saying, don't let anything intimidate you, pile number 2. Don't let anything, just don't let anything scare you, because you've got this, okay? And you are just as strong. I think they're saying you're actually stronger than I am. This person is coming through and saying you are actually stronger than I am, because, you know, this is a Leo card, and it has to do with, you know, standing our ground, not being intimidated, but doing things in a very loving way. And the Leo energy is also very creative. And look at this yellow. Look at the yellow here and the yellow there. I feel like this person is saying, you know, this is kind of what I wanted my whole life, and you're managing to make it happen. You still, I feel like this person feels like they kind of made you strong when you were younger, but they're also realizing too, like, because they did that, I feel like, because they didn't want anybody to ever intimidate you, even though they might have been very intimidating, pile number 2, all right? We have 5 of Pentacles, so some of them are saying here, like, you've been going through a dark night of the soul. Some of you may have lost a pet recently too, and I do feel like They want to comfort you. If you lost a pet, you know, in the last 5 to 10 years or recently, I feel like this person is wanting to comfort you and say it's going to be okay. And especially a dog that they're with. I feel like for some of you, this is a father figure. Your father figure wants you to know that your pet is with them and they're fine. And they want you to recognize your value and worth. They are sorry, I feel like, if they made it seem like they were doing this to toughen you up or roughen you up, and they're acknowledging here that you had to heal from that and that you had to stand up for yourself. And they're seeing here that they want you to really see your value and your worth, okay? And they don't want you to feel like life is so hard. We have 2 5s here, and that's kind of the energy that they put out, that life is very hard and it's difficult to enjoy. And now I feel like they are enjoying their life over on the other side, okay? And it's not just all work and no play or just all seriousness anymore. I do feel like they're enjoying themselves more, and they want you to enjoy yourself more too, okay? They don't want you to get caught up in needless drama, not feeling good about yourself because of what other people say or do. And they're like, repeat after me, that isn't your business, all right? That's not my business, right? They want you to know that. Let's see, what else does this person have to say? Yeah, know your value, know your value, know your worth. And they're acknowledging some of you may have been very worried about something recently, and it may have to do with a relationship or a job or a commitment that you're not sure if you should make. I feel like pile number 2. And this person is coming through to say, let me guide you, okay? Let me guide you through this, because you know, all along, the whole time, you deserved to have this beautiful life. And, you know, and I made it seem harder than it needed to be. So don't do that yourself either, because, you know, and for some of you that still have a mother that's alive, but your father has passed, they're acknowledging, you know, that your mother has made mistakes here too, I feel like. And they're acknowledging that, and they're saying that they know it wasn't easy for you. Pile number 2 is what I feel. And yet here you are wearing your crown as the most beautiful gem, the Empress, okay? We have Leo and Taurus energy here. This father figure who's coming through could have had very stubborn energy, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo as well in their chart, I feel like. Aquarius, you know, all the fixed signs, of course, and they just don't want life to be as hard for you, I feel like, pile number 2. And they want you to stay alert and awake to what's going on around you, all right? Because there could be some energies around you that are not beneficial at this time. And in that case, they want you to withdraw your energy and just focus on your own family, focus on your own children if you have them, focus on, you know, your goals and your boundaries and what it is that you'd like to do. And I feel like that is what this person is saying. I'm also getting the name Mark, okay? I'm getting the name Mark, and some of you may have a Mark in your life, or this person is making a comment, I feel, about somebody in your life named Mark, all right? And if this person is causing you a lot of grief or issues, you know, your parent or this father figure coming through in this reading is like, it's time to let that go, okay? So that is what I am getting for you, pile number 2. Please leave me a comment, like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much. Let's move on to pile numero 2. Pile number 2, everybody. Or sorry, pile number 3. Let's move on to pile number 3. Okay, let's do it. Clear the energy. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the Labradorite, and today's reading is a tarot mediumship reading, and today's date is February 23rd, 2021. This is a timeless pick a card reading. We are going to attempt to tap into the energy of somebody who has somebody important to you, whether it's a friend, a family member, an auntie, an uncle, a brother or sister, cousin, whoever it may be, who is passed over onto the other side, who is currently in spirit form while you are still on the earth plane, pile number 3. So let's go ahead and get into it. Spirits, angels, and guides, for my beautiful pile number 3s, please help connect me to their energy and the energy of their loved one, please, and thank you. Wow, I feel like my neck, shoulders, and back all cracked during your reading, pile number 3. Oh boy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Who is coming through here for my pile number 3s? Ooh, we have the 7 of Flames. Okay, so right away, I'm feeling like a sister or a female friend or somebody who is like a sister to you, pile number 3, but let's go ahead and see what else we get. Yeah, this was somebody very special. We have Starseed, okay? So some of you could have lost a sibling when you were younger, or for some of you here, that lost a child as well. I do see that. I'm seeing the word bee, like as in a honeybee, B-E-E. And I'm also seeing 888 here too, which tells me that this soul is with the angels, all right? And I feel like, and it doesn't have to be feminine, it could be masculine here as well, is what I feel like saying, because the 7 of Flames is a very, in this card it depicts a woman dancing, but it's a very masculine, it's a Mars and Leo card, so it's a very masculine energy. But I feel like this soul came and went very quickly with the Fool. This person may not have been on the earth plane for a very long time. And, you know, and it was here and they were gone is what I feel like, pile number 3. And this person, this was a very special soul with Starseed here. And they're also recognizing that you share the same bloodline or you share the same soul family. And that I'm also hearing the name Winifred. Okay, I don't know, Winnie or Winifred, all right? Winnie as in W-I-N-N-I-E. I keep thinking of Winnie from that show, The Wonder Years. Do you guys remember that show, The Wonder Years, from back in the day, from like the 80s and the 90s? But anyway, that's what I'm getting. And I'm also seeing the letter C here. And yeah, and I feel like this soul, I also get a feeling that this could be a friend. This could be a friend that you lost at an early age. Somebody that died too soon. It was like they had a long life ahead of them and they were at the height. Like there was nothing about them. I don't feel like they were sick or anything. It was like they died. I feel like some of them could have died very suddenly here with the Fool energy, and an accident is what I feel like, pile number 3, okay? They were here and gone. They're saying we're so connected. So for some of you, this is a sister or a brother type figure, or a friend that is part of your soul tribe and your soul family. They're saying, if I only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. Okay, so some of them, it may have been an accident, or it may have been, you know, for some of them, it could have been just a night of acting foolish, like they drank too much, or drugs, or, you know, something. It's like they were playing with fire. They were like dancing with fire here, pile number 3. And they're like, you know, if I would have only known, I would have done things differently, because I feel like this person, it's almost like they went too soon here. They're telling you that you are never alone. I think some of you felt very alone and like nobody really understood what you were going through, because I feel like this is a very unique kind of a situation, pile number 3. I don't think it's like, you know, I'm getting like this, there's circumstances of how they died or the energy that was happening. I feel like, you know, there wasn't a whole lot of people, I feel like, that you could talk to about this, pile number 3. And I feel like, you know, this person was being a bit reckless and they were being a bit careless, and they might have been showing off or doing something like that when literally like it caused an accident to happen and that was it. Boom. Okay. And they want you to know that they feel your pain. All right. They have felt your grief and pain, and you are not alone. And they've also grieved their lifetime too, because I feel like this person, you know, could have gone longer in this lifetime, all right? And it's regretful for them, I feel like, too. Oh, we have love. Wow, look at that. So for some of you, this could be like a boyfriend or a girlfriend too, or somebody that was taken from you too early, all right? But this is a person that loved you deeply, and they still do. They still do, pile number 3. This person still loves you deeply. I'm getting the word chase, like a car chase or the name chase. I'm just like someone name chase or a car chase or some type of a chase. And that's what I'm getting. So I just have to let you know. We have angel. Okay, so this person is with the angels now. And they came and they left really quickly. And they basically went straight to be with the angels. And look at the heart right here. This person is shining and beaming love into your life. And I feel like they're sorry that they left you so soon. And they're saying, if I only would have known now, I would have lived differently, is what they're saying. Oh, look at this. Look at this tiger energy. This is moon energy. It's feminine energy, okay? So this person is like, you know, even when it's dark and alone and you don't feel like anyone's there, I'm right there with you. For some of you, if you like cats, or you have a cat, I feel like sometimes your cat or your animal may stare off into the distance. And when they do that and they get kind of transfixed on something else, they're seeing the spirit of this person, pile number 3. They're seeing them come through in spirit form, all right? And this person has a very strong spirit form, very strong. With the tiger here and angel, they have a very, very strong and dramatic way of presenting themselves. This was a very strong and dynamic soul and person when they were on this planet, okay? Very dynamic, very strong. You know, I feel like they're telling me something about scissors and like a metaphor of running with scissors, pile number 3, if that makes sense, okay? We have creation, expansion in your life, okay? So this person has been working on your energetic body, trying to help open you up to love, pile number 3. They're like, don't give up on love. Because when you give up on love, you give up on me as well, right? So we have to keep expanding even after I'm gone. Like, it's like I want you to keep expanding and growing and take the lessons that you learned and just keep expanding them, I feel like, is what this person is saying. They just want more love for you, pile number 3. Oh, we have throat chakra here. Express your truth. Okay. So yeah, I'm loving the blues and the purples here. And I feel like this person is wanting you to do something creatively with your voice, or they're wanting you to do something creative with singing, your voice, with podcasts, with teaching, with talking, whatever it is. This person wants you to use your voice, pile number 3. Yeah, we have 6 of Pentacles, giving and receiving. So they're like, I wish I could have, you know, they want you to know that they're still with you on the astral plane, watching over you in your dreams, making sure that nothing can harm you. But they wish, I do feel like this person wishes that they would have been able to give you more and spend more time with you and enjoy just like regular, normal living with you, is kind of what I feel. And then we have crown chakra. Yep. So we have that psychic connection, and we have those psychic abilities and psychic connections. So some of you in pile number 3, you guys may be very psychic yourself, and this person is coming through with a message about creating from a space of love, from your heart space, and never giving up, and keep pushing forward on your dreams, because it's gonna happen, all right? And some of you are gonna look at some very lucrative success that's gonna come your way. And some of you are going to create something based off your pain, some type of art or some type of guidance that you're going to create based off the things that you experienced. Oh yeah, they're coming through with a message of support. People come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from, and then they move on. Yeah, I feel like this person moved on pretty soon. while others return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. So although this person did move on, pile number 3, they are still with you. They're still protecting you. They're still protective of your energy and what you're trying to grow and do in your life. They're very supportive of that, and this person is wishing you so much success. All right, they're wishing you so much success, and they're letting you know nothing is going to stand in your way with this tiger energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else. What was this person? What were they like when they were alive? Spirit, what was pile number 3 like when they were alive? What were they like? I feel like some of them could have been anxious at times, and maybe that's why they did some of the things that they did, like acting out or drinking or drugs, if some of them did that, okay? Not all of them, but I am getting that feeling, okay? So what was this person like in day-to-day life? Okay, we have 2 of Wands. So they were a restless soul, you know? They get anxious staying in one place for too long. They wanted to travel a lot and go to many different places. With the Fool energy, starseed energy here, and this 7 of Wands, it's like, you know, they didn't want to give up on anything, and they wanted to keep traveling and keep going and seeing what would happen, okay? And I feel like they're kind of a restless soul that way. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, this person gave people a lot of chances. Even if others turned their backs on them, I feel like this person is a person that would kind of give you the shirt off their back, even if they didn't have a lot. And I feel like they gave people a lot of chances, okay? Yeah, they, you know, and a big spiritual lesson for them was to kind of, you know, have a way to channel their energy. Look at the big cats in this reading. We have the lion and the tiger, right? We just need a bear. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my, right? But I feel like this person is saying, like, you know, I was trying to learn how to get better control of myself and my energy, and I was trying to learn what I should put my energy into versus turn my back on, what was a no-go, and I got a little bit in over my head. I feel like they're like, I wasn't quite able to do that in this lifetime, but now I am able to do that as a spirit. Yeah, they're like, I've healed. I have no pain. And if I did have regrets, I feel like this person is going to incarnate again, pile number 3. Not anytime soon with the star, but I do think that they are going to incarnate again. And, you know, there's no time in the spiritual world, so they're going to be busy preparing for that. And I think that they learned a lot through this experience as a soul, pile number 3, okay? I do feel like this is for a very small few of you, but I do feel like this person could have possibly been a suicide too, or they made an accident, or something happened as an accident, okay? And they learned a lot from this experience, and they're going to have, like, in a future life, they're letting you know they're going to have a lot better control and wisdom over what they're doing, and they're not going to be so restless and flighty or just prone to recklessness or abandon or accidents, okay? And some of this was not their fault, all right? But they, on the other hand, it's like they really want to get the most out of their lifetimes is what I feel. So there was some disappointment at first, I feel like, when they so rudely were taken out of this life for whatever reason, pile number 3. But they are definitely getting a second chance, and they are going to... they're really gonna step it up now. They learned a lot through this experience, pile number 3, okay? They're saying we are so connected. It's like, even in the astral plane, even in the spirit world, like, as you grow and change, pile number 3, so does this person. Everything you do turns around tenfold and impacts them, okay? So let's see what message do they have for my pile number 3s here. What message do they have, Spirit, for pile number 3? They're like, don't run from yourself anymore, all right? You know, they know that you have a tendency to run away in situations if they get hard, or you just have a tendency to get panicked or abandon ship or just run off. And they're like, you know when it's time to go versus when, you're just kind of panicking, right? And kind of try to learn to understand that, I feel like, is something that they're saying. They're also recognizing that there's been many times when people have just kind of given up on you. I feel like pile number 3, and they're saying that isn't cool, that isn't cool, and they don't like to see that. Yeah. And they look at this Ace of Pentacles and King of Pentacles, and they're saying you need stability in your life. Like, you need somebody that can offer you stability. Honestly, I feel like they may be giving you advice about your love life, pile number 3. Like, you guys need to have some stability in your love life and not be around people that you just don't know how they're going to act from one day to the next, okay? And some of you guys may have been job hopping around too, and they're like, you kind of just, you kind of need to settle in for a bit. I feel like this person is saying, settle in for a bit to kind of get the maximum benefits of where you're at, and it's going to bring you more abundance and wealth, I feel like, is what this person is saying to you. I feel like they give you tips and tricks for how to make money or how to get new financial things in your life, is what I feel. All right. They're like, don't spend money foolishly either. Like, and if you're saving and you're planning, you need to kind of keep working at it, is what they're saying. You're getting there, but keep working at it. Okay, so they're saying the Queen of Swords here too. They're saying, stay open to the ideas around you, stay open to the people around you, don't completely shut yourself off. But I feel like they're also congratulating you for cutting shitty people out of your life. They're like, good job, and standing your ground, okay? They're like, good job. Like, what you left that situation for is for something much better. Yeah, look at this, the Empress, okay? They're like, you deserve to have somebody who really sees you for who you are, really celebrates you, and for the person that you are. And wouldn't that be a nice couple, the King of Pentacles and the Empress, right? But somebody has to get past your resting bitch face first, right? Pile 3, before that can happen, somebody has to get past your outer shell here before they can get to the gooey, juicy center. But, this is a nice couple right here. I feel like this person is like, remain open and give people a chance. Don't cut them off immediately. But you've been through enough situations to know when something isn't good for you, or a person isn't stable, or they are just very much like a fuck boy or whatever. You're a fuck boy or fuck girl. You know what I mean, pile number 3. Like, you're word to the wise. You figured that out here. But they're like, I'm going to be watching over you. I'm going to be like Cupid watching over you. We could have air sign and earth sign energy here and coming together. And they're like, I'm going to be watching over this union, and I'm going to be watching over any unions that you actually get into. And I'm going to be supporting you. And I want you to be in situations where there's equal give and receive, give and take. Okay. And where you feel supported and you don't feel like it's just you on your own, okay, pile number 3. So those are the messages that I'm getting. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. I hope that this resonated for you. And do let me know in the comments if you felt like I connected to your person. I would love to hear the specifics and the details in your comments, and I so appreciate your comments. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon. Take care, pile number 3.